Can you give some recommendations on books that every entrepreneur should read? This is a question that I saw in a Facebook group for English learners. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 11 books that I think you might like if you're looking for different business books. All right, so let's get started. First one is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read this yet, boom, your mind will be blown. And although this list is not in a particular order, this is a book that you must read. It's a gateway book into the world of business. Next is the 80-20 principle. I think this is something to read whether or not you are an entrepreneur. It helps you to understand how the world works, how to use 20% of your time to produce 80% of the work. And honestly, it will just shift your whole perspective of how you use your time, how you use your energy, and how to really maximize everything that you do. Also, I should probably mention that a lot of these books, I didn't actually read a physical book. I listened to them with Audible. So if you're interested in getting your first month, which is your first book free, feel free to use the link down in the description. It is a subscription, but even if you get your first month free and then cancel right away, you'll still be able to keep the book that you've downloaded. Next is the 4-Hour Work Week. This is ideal for those who want to be able to eventually minimize the amount of hours that they work while still keeping the same income or making more. It's a real perspective shifter, which I think every entrepreneur should read. The next book has to do with mindset, and it is The Magic of Thinking Big. I believe in business and entrepreneurship, mindset is king. It is so important. So this is a good book for that. Next is The Dip. This is a book that I recently read, and it was also a perspective shifter. It really helped me to analyze different things in my life, how to decide what to quit successfully, but then how to know when to stick to it and continue in a project or a goal that I have in life. And it also helped me to know when to decide to stick to something, so to continue to do something, and so that you can be successful in whatever you decide to do. Honestly, it's just a real eye-opener. And if you have other business books that you like, please share down in the comments so you can share with others what are some books that we should read. The next two books are by Brian Tracy, and I'd probably say that he's one of my mentors, although I don't know him personally. I love his books. So the first book is No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline, 21 Days to Achieve Happiness and Success. And the next book from him is The Psychology of Selling. If you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you know that selling is an important part of business. Also, all the books that I will be mentioning will be in the description of the video. So if you find a book that you want to look into, possibly get, it's all down in the description below. Next book is by Mel Robbins, and it is called The 5-Second Rule. This is a book to help with motivation, getting things done, getting over fears, and she backs it all up with neuroscience. So I found it to be something that's really helpful, yet simple. The next two books are for those who are YouTubers and choose to use YouTube in their business or build a business around YouTube. So we have the YouTube Formula, and we also have YouTube Secrets. So I won't be talking about this too much because not everyone is a YouTuber here. And last but not least, if you struggle with anxiety or panic attacks, because a lot of people do, this is a must read. Although it is not directly related to business, I do believe that our mental health is really important, and a lot of people silently suffer with anxiety and panic attacks. So if this is you, this is a must read book. Also, I can't forget, this is one of the best grammar books I've ever used. Even as an English speaker, I've just found it so fascinating to look at the different grammar points. You can see I've filled it all up with different sticky notes. If you're ever unsure of when to use which tense and why, it is one of the most helpful books I've ever seen in terms of grammar. So again, it'll be down in the description. If you're still here listening to the video, feel free to drop a little bunny symbol down below just to confuse everyone else who doesn't know why you are doing that. So if you want me to do another one of these videos giving recommendations of different books in English, feel free to let me know. I have a lot of favorite books in terms of relationships, psychology, and different kind of self-development books. But hey, if you want to test your English and see if you make these common English mistakes, feel free to click this playlist right over here. Or if you want to work on your pronunciation, feel free to click down here. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye!